What's up, everybody? I'm just here to talk about Nikola, ticker NKLA. I've been a very vocal bull of Nikola on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. And I decided maybe I'll make a few little videos about Nikola. I've been investing in Nikola for almost a year and a half. I started investing in them right around when they started to build their factory almost a year and a half ago in January. Bear's Workshop, awesome. He's been recording it all, and probably just like you guys, he's been having me actively invest because I know what's going on with the community and I know what's going on with Nikola. I've gone to ACT Expo. I've met the Nikola staff. I've sat in the tray myself. I've met Jason Roy, awesome guy. And you know what? Just thought I'd make a few videos here. First off, want to say Nikola has come 100% turnaround from where they were from when the Hindenburg report came out. I don't think people quite comprehend how much Nikola has progressed since then. We all know the bear attacks were, well, they're never going to have a factory, right? Well, what happened? Well, they literally built the factory from the ground up, and we have it now. And then as it progressed, right, it was, well, it's not that there's just workers in the warehouse and they're filling up empty boxes or whatever crazy talk it was. And then as the truck came out, right? Well, it's not permitted and it shouldn't be on the roads. And, we've heard it all from the badged Ivecos to, the whole factory being a gimmick, whatever it is, we've heard it and it's crazy. But we know as Nikola bulls that, they are building. They are getting trucks on the road, and what we've seen now is phenomenal. I mean, you're having some of the biggest fleets put their hands into Nikola. What have we seen recently? We've seen Walmart, we've seen a lot of the ports of Baltimore, I believe the Port of Texas, we've seen IKEA's furniture. We've even seen small little fleets. I think EV Semi Fleet, they're kind of like this little startup. They post on Twitter and Instagram here and there. And you know what? Even they were gonna buy Tesla, but the Tesla trucks aren't here. We know that. And so what's happening is people are starting to convert over to Nikola, and they're loving it. They're absolutely loving it. But guys, we're in a tough spot now. We've had almost, We've had 2 adjournments of the meeting for the share approval. And so we're literally under 0.5%. I think it's 1.6 million shares. And if you can kind of count the shares outside, I think it's like 450. It's not quite the 600. We're almost like at 0.00, 3.5 to 4%. I think we've been getting it. We've been having a lot of problem with our institutional European investors. And at this point, I don't know if we're going to be able to get them on board. I think Nikola knows the problem. I think what's happened is just a beast. It's a huge rock to move. I'm not sure they even know what to do with a lot of these brokerages. And so I think we're just hoofing it for what we have. I'm confident we're going to get the vote here come August 1st, I believe. Yeah, it's August 1st is when the end date, but it's actually August 2nd, the meeting. I'm confident we're going to get it. First of all, that's it. I want to go ahead and talk about this NEL hydrogen electrolysers purchase order. And in kind of the Nikola community, it's kind of like, who is it? It's mysterious, right? Even the headline on rechargenews.com was largest ever order from mysterious US buyer. But I think in the Nikola community, I mean, we could be wrong, right? We're always looking for those little stars to align, but we could be wrong. It could be nothing. But you know what? It's walking like a duck. It's talking like a duck, quacking like a duck. I think it is. Let's hear this, guys. So what's happening here is a huge order was placed by NEL. And we have some key indicators in the article to show that, it's a good chance it's Nikola. One, we know that Nikola's building their hydrogen, I believe, on the Arizona and California border there. They're building hydrogen infrastructure. That's going to be announced here soon. We've had little tidbits by Kim Brady letting us know this. and that they're waiting on some engineering permits. It's taken a little bit longer. Here it says that the order's been placed, but it's pending an ongoing engineering study. That's Nikola, all right? So that's Q1, right? Okay, Q2, this one's huge. And call me crazy, but I mean, this one is huge. So it says that the buyer has a 20-year power purchase agreement for electricity supply. Now let's bounce over here. I'm on my laptop here. I'm on my little MacBook. Let's bounce over here. When on January 14th, 2021, we kind of got the announcement that Arizona grants an innovative electric rate schedule for Nikola Green Hydrogen project, right? So Nikola was able to lock in a phenomenal, what is this? I think it's a 2% kilowatt hour rate. I'm trying to find in the article here, but you guys can correct me in the comments. I'm pretty sure whether it's 2 to 3%. They got an awesome utility rate from APU for 20-year electric rate schedule. That's phenomenal. And so what we see here, we see these pieces kind of playing together of this huge purchase agreement. We see the APU agreement. We see the pending engineering study. And frankly, to be honest, I mean, Nikola has a working relationship with NEL. That's who they're purchasing from. I would say, if I was a betting man, this is from Nikola. Nikola is getting prepared for some huge announcements after this vote passes. They're waiting by a bitstone. And I think it's strategic and smart, guys. Be patient with Nikola here. But I think it's strategic and smart, and it's prudent that they're waiting till this vote passes to put out news and information. Why? Because it gives them a clear pathway. 2, it makes their associates and the partners and collaborators more confident in the forward path of Nikola, right? And we know that TC Energy is a huge partner with Nikola. Kim Brady has said over and over, they have the pockets. It's a perfect marriage. And so they're strategically waiting to announce a lot of these huge agreements. I'm confident that once this passes, look, if it passes August 2nd, and we have earnings August 4th, and that earnings is hitting somewhere where we expect maybe 30 to 50 units sold of the trays, and we're getting that 10 to 15 million revenue, I don't care. Nikola hasn't been selling anything. The last thing they sold was their mobile charging trailers, which was just a little cherry on top, but they haven't actually sold their core products yet. Once the market sees this, because most people don't even know what Nikola is doing, right? Only the active people. But once this goes onto Wall Street, and then on August 2nd, the votes are approved, that share price is going to rocket, guys. It's going to rocket. And whether that's 10, 20%, maybe 5%, whatever it is, it's going to go up from where it is. Nikola's going to start getting traction in the marketplace. And then next earnings is going to come up. And we already know that the path is set, right? It's a clear formula. They know this year it's going to be 300 to 500. Next year it's going to be around 2,300. And they already have the purchase orders or the memorandums of understanding or the letters of intent already set. And you can see everyone that literally rides in that tray, what do they say? Holy crap, this thing's nice. Holy crap, the range is nice on this thing. It's fast, the pickup, and it has the reliable Iveco body. And so people are seeing this, and you have fleets jumping onto this. And so what's going to happen is that stock's going to jump up. That's going to give so much more flexibility for Nikola to authorize or get a loan or bring those to equity market, whatever they want to do with those shares, do an offering, but it's going to give them flexibility. And so what's going to happen is that stock price is going to go up. As that stock price is going to go up, it's going to require less dilution. And so as we have that coming in, they're going to have a huge clear pathway to hit their metrics and to keep producing those trucks. And of course, most of all, is that hydrogen infrastructure. That's why we're seeing this NEL purchase order. A huge one that they say, one of the biggest that they've had. Look, the fact of the matter is Nikola's a sleeping giant. And again, this is not financial advice. I just want to make that clear. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy on YouTube making videos, right? Don't follow or do what I say. This is my personal opinion. But once this starts coming out, once this vote approves, once we see these fleets have been testing like Walmart, you realize that Walmart just made a huge 4,500 order with Canoe, ticker GOEV. And they were at the Uprise, I think it was called Uprise or Upstart little convention that Nikola was invited to also. They had the same little investors and collaborators walking around. And you got to understand, what's her name? I think she's over business development. I met her at the ACT Expo, but she used to be on the renewable side of Walmart for their trucking. You don't think that these are all playing together? You don't think that there's ins? You don't think that Walmart's looking? And yeah, they're testing the Freightliner Cascadia at the same time, but what is it, 200-mile range? And they don't have the ability to move up to an FCEV? Like when people test the Nikola tray at first and they can move up to the FCEV? It's a clear path of upward mobility. You don't think when all these things together, Walmart's going to make a huge purchase order, which I think they probably will here once they test it out. Why wouldn't they? We're leader in the market. When all these other ones, these ports start coming in, look, you can see on social media, and I've seen it, we don't need to pay people to be excited about our product, right? Like, you see like Hyliion and these other ones, like they literally have to like pull it out of like these members of their Hyliion council, or they like, oh, can we record you saying good things? Like, no, like you literally had the director of the Baltimore port on there making their own videos, or TTSI. Like, they're so excited about this and they're sharing it. They love this product. This is going to take off. This last vote is going to be the last little hurdle that we face till this stock goes, and it's just going to be a landfall of this company and the stock having a clear runway of just moving forward. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you understand that these pieces coming together is phenomenal, especially with this huge NEL purchase agreement with that APU. I'm 100% that was Nikola, and we're going to have some huge announcements coming up after this vote approval. Stay strong, guys. If you haven't voted, vote. Don't be lazy about it. If you got 1 share, 2 shares, 5 shares, if you got 100,000 shares, even better. Just go vote. Every share matters. If you're having problems in a foreign country or you're not able to access, call your broker and see what you can do. I understand if you can't get through, but just go vote. Incredible investing opportunity. I've been following Nikola very closely. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, maybe a follow, and let me know in the comments if you want me to make more videos about this. Very passionate about Nikola. I'm very loud on Twitter about this, Facebook, but I thought I'd make a video and see how it goes. All right, guys, stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, thank you.